What is up, you guys? ThatNerdIsaac 2006 here, and in today's review, we are going to be taking a look at Transformers Earthrise Wheeljack. The figures box is out, is your standard Earthrise box. Nothing really special about it except the fucking ties dangling around in there. So you got your artwork of Wheeljack right there. Got your product shot of him and his vehicle mode right there, 18 steps, all of that good stuff, and we got the beautiful side artwork right there. And yeah, God, that's about it. Wheeljack does come with one accessory, that being his shoulder cannon, and that can tab onto the top of the car right here, and that looks pretty good. Or you can tab it on the back right there for some reason. You can tab it on the bottom, question mark. I love Wheeljack's alt mode. It's so colorful, it's so clean, it's so sleek. It does roll, but not really on this hard surface right here. But the wheels will roll. This one's a little bit tight. I might have to grease that up with some oil or something like that. But I love all the hidden little details, like the small little details, not hidden. Nothing about these are hidden. I mean, they're very clearly here. If my camera will focus. But yeah, you have like a racing flag right there, Praxis 638, a little Autobot logo, some little decals that I can't really read right there. Just the aerial bolt, okay. Same stuff on the other side, pretty much. Is it? I can't tell. I can confirm that it is the same details on that side. For a quick vehicle mode size comparison, here's Wheeljack next to Earthrise, Optimus Prime, and my fucking saturation is off. Pisses me off. That's a bit better. And we're gonna find this out together if Wheeljack can fit in the trailer. He cannot. Getting into Wheeljack's transformation, the first thing I do is flip the spoiler like that, and then unpeg the legs, unpeg the arms like that, flip up the arms, unpeg these pieces at the shoulders, shimmy them down, rotate the forearm and wrist. Same thing on the other side, flip up the head, rotate the waist, then flip up this windscreen section, make sure that tabs in securely. Shimmy down the legs like there, fold this piece down. Same thing on the other side, and that likes to fall off. And do all that. Flip up the feet. Orientate your camera after you stand up the figure like that, and then peg the shoulder cannon on the shoulder, stand Wheeljack up properly, and there we go. There's his robot mode. And this figure's head sculpt, oh my god. Like, that is Wheeljack. And saturation is off. Let me fix that. It's really good. I really like this figure's head sculpt. And all around, the detail on this figure is just fucking impeccable. It's really good. Like, there's a lot of nice mechanical detail molded in, like at the back of the legs, on the arms, a lot of panels, lining, and all that. It's just really good. And the shoulder cannon, it like I stated, it does peg up here, but there's also a peg right here in case you want him to hold it like a gun. It can peg onto his forearm like a missile pod, and then it can peg onto his shoulder like a thing, and then can peg onto his back. Can peg onto the back of his peg onto the back of his calf. I think it can peg onto his foot. It can can peg pretty much everywhere. Now, going into this figure's articulation, he does have a ball joint at the head. You can get all that wiggly waggly motion. He does have some joints at the shoulders. Can move up all the way, move down. Significant amount. Looked like he dislocated his shoulder. That's wonderful. His arms can swivel, bicep swivel, elbow bend, wrist swivel, waist swivel, thigh swivel. And then he has a single joint at the knee. My saturation is going, that's better. And then he has ankle pivot that can move up and down. So that's wonderful. Can do that. Looks terrible like that, so don't do that. So, for size comparisons, here's Wheeljack next to Transformers Earthrise Optimus Prime. See how they look together. So, they look pretty good. Here's Wheeljack next to Transformers Earthrise Cliff Jumper. They look good. Can't wait for Bumblebee. Okay, every time I put my arm into the frame, the saturation goes off. It pisses me off. Fuck this tablet. Here's Wheeljack next to Transformers Earthrise Grapple. They look pretty good. And for many shits and even more giggles, here is Wheeljack next to Siege War for Cybertron Ratchet. And for those wondering, yes, Wheeljack looks good with Ratchet's wrench. Yay. And this just looks really cool. And that's my review, so I really, really like this figure. My only real complaint is this. My foot joints personally are kind of loose. And makes standing him up a little bit of a bitch. But that's probably only on mine. So overall I give this figure about 9.5 out of 10. I really, really like this guy. So if you see this guy, please pick him up. I picked him up a few days ago. I really like him because I finally found him. He was a bitch to track down, but I finally got him. I'm glad. And if you can't find this guy, get the Netflix version that's coming out pretty soon. I know I'll be getting the sound wave from that wave, and definitely Bumblebee and some other figure that I can't remember right off the top of my head. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Links in the description for my social media pages, if you have the time to check them out, like Instagram and Facebook, all that. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. This is ThatNerdIsaac, rolling out. Peace.